Crucibles of Leadership by Robert Thomas. This book builds on earlier research on the importance of crucibles as leadership development exercises. First, a leader learns two kinds of lessons from a crucible experience. There are lessons about leadership and lessons about learning. Second, leadership is a discipline where learning and practice intertwine. Leaders learn while they are practicing leadership. They practice leadership to learn, and both acts are conscious. The big important thing about this book is that it ties up a lot of material we already know about how individual leaders develop and how organizations can do a better job of helping them.
There are 4 key findings of the author's research, all well laid out in this book. Crucibles contain 2 vital lessons, not just one. One lesson is about the content of the crucible and implications for leadership. The other is about how to learn and make sense of your experiences. Practice can trump talent. This is a vital point in a time when raw talent is called the key to success. Outstanding leaders devise a strategy for transforming crucibles into learning. They develop personal learning strategies that guide their own development and which help them work with proteges and team members to draw learning out of crucible experiences. Organizations can grow leaders faster and better by helping them learn from their experiences.
Crucibles are emotionally charged situations that produce great learning and growth in some leaders. This was something a lot of us knew intuitively, but no one had previously supported this with research. At one time, we believed you could learn leadership from books and classes. However, over time, it has become apparent to the leadership development community that it is beneficial to learn not only from books, but from on-the-job experience.
The author decided to dig deeper into the phenomenon of crucibles. This book shares the results of that research. Crucibles contain 2 vital lessons, not just one. The second lesson is how to learn. Organizations can grow leaders faster by helping them learn from experience. Crucibles of Leadership contains vivid stories from leaders in global corporations, as well as stories about the Hells Angels motorcycle run and the Mormon missionary experience. But this book is much more than stories.
The book's research points to 6 conclusions. 1. Experience is the best teacher, but work is not the only experience that matters. 2. Crucible experiences are frequent and free, but you have to prepare for them. 3. Resilience. The ability to find calm in the midst of chaos can be learned through practice. 4. Leadership is a performing art, but it takes deliberate practice and a personal learning strategy to progress from novice to expert. 5. Practice can trump talent. 6. There's not a leader alive who doesn't want to be more effective, nor is there a CEO alive who doesn't worry about growing more leaders. Organizations can leverage crucible experiences and stimulate personal learning strategies to grow more leaders faster.
The author divided this book into 3 parts. The first is where there's excellent material on how to learn from a crucible experience and turn it into something good. This is where the reader learns why some people seem to thrive and grow during a crucible experience, yet others tend to wither. And the second, this has to do with crafting a personal learning strategy. In this section, the author really gets down to the business of teaching us how to learn to be better leaders. The idea is to learn the basic lessons from an experience that you can pass along to others. There's also several self-assessments that I found very useful. There's another finding that I particularly found powerful, and that is, for leaders as for other practitioners of a performing art, learning and doing are often one and the same. While you are doing, you are learning, and you're learning by performing. And the third is the big picture. This is where the author lays out the lessons that organizations can learn from this research when they put together their own leadership development programs.
This is an excellent book. It brings together a number of insights that seem obvious once you've heard them, but that still make you say, yes, that's exactly it. If you're a leader, Crucibles of Leadership will show you how to learn from your experience and get the most value and growth from it. If you're responsible for leadership development for others, you'll learn how to use the natural way that people learn to lead them as a core of your program.
Leaders are great because they've been through the fire. That is, they performed admirably and even gallantly. during a particularly difficult experience, a searing, unforgettable crucible or test in their past. The experience molded them and taught them about life and leadership. These leaders continue to apply the tough lessons they learn to the difficult obstacles they face each day of their management careers.